Hello peeps, welcome back to Overwatch.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Apparently it's a perfect day for some mayhem if you're playing as Junkrat. If you're playing Junkrat, it's always a perfect day for some mayhem. So here's some Junkrat gameplay. We're playing on Hanamura, we're playing on defense, and I've got a pretty good team with me. This isn't like the best gameplay I've ever done, but it's like one of the best gameplays I've ever done whilst actually having my record button pressed. Because, as you know, if you're ever streaming or if you ever record your gameplay or anything, quite often you'll be playing a few games beforehand and it'll be great, and as soon as you press the record or press the go live button, everything just goes wrong and you just start playing really badly. At least in my experience anyway. So yeah, sometimes it can take a few attempts to get some good footage, but this is my usual kind of go-to spot. Sometimes it works out pretty well, sometimes it doesn't. I like putting a little trap down there at the bottom in case anyone comes up to try and get me, or if they run in to try and pick up their health, which they don't right now, so which is probably good as well because I want to get that health myself. So they killed the steel trap there, but not the actual explosive. Oh, not sure this was the best idea. Put down a steel trap just in case he comes and follows me, but I don't think he actually does. I think he just runs off. So now I'm just trying to get behind and get a bit cocky here, and yeah, I don't move when there's a sniper. So I don't make myself difficult to hit at all there. I just sort of stand still for a second just for the sniper to get me. And oh, it's a bloody great wasp just got in my room. I'm not quite sure how that happened. So that's fun. So now I've got to watch my back to make sure it doesn't attack me. So yeah, I really love playing Junkrat. He's one of my favourite classes, if not the favourite class for me to play. I don't know why. I think people get a bit reluctant to get on the point when people are contesting it. And it's like, well, if you get on the point, it's contested, and then you know they can't take it. But yeah, when people have their ultimates and stuff up, it's very difficult to stay on the point, as you can see.
Well, that's a fine how do you do?
Objective lost.
So we lost point A, which means they get the payload and they can start manoeuvring it round. I got really confused here because I was like, how on earth did he see me? And I I got quite angry. I was like, oh my god! And then I realised that they have a sniper. Yeah, they have a Widowmaker, which means, you know, they can see through walls. I was like, oh, okay, well, crap. So we kind of struggle a little bit in this game, and I'm not entirely sure why. Whether there was new players in the team, whether people were just trying out new classes. I mean, that happens. I do that from time to time. I'll try out a new hero just to kind of see, well, not necessarily a new hero, but I'll try out a hero that I don't really play very often to kind of get an idea of how they play, or I might try to get better at playing or whatever. So yeah, it gets a bit of a cluster around here. And I'm just trying to stay alive and kill people at the same time, and when they've got a Winston and a Reinhardt, it can get a little tricky. And like trying to find a good time to use my ultimate where I'm not just leaving myself out in the open is also quite tricky, because as soon as you use your ultimate with Junkrat, you don't see anything around you because you take the viewpoint of the tire. So someone could just quite easily come up behind you while you're doing that and just pop you in the back of the head, and that's it. It's game over. Well, it's not game over, but you respawn. So yeah, it's always best to try and do it where there's not other people around, so that you can actually stay alive afterwards. because staying alive is very useful. I don't think we actually have like a proper healer at the moment. Oh no, we have a Lucio. I don't think we had a Lucio to begin with though. I think we had a Symmetra to begin with, but I think they switched out, which is a good idea because at this point, once the payload has got to this point, turrets can be slightly useful, but like teleporter's not going to be that much use now because it's really not going to take you very long to get back to this point from the spawn room. So having a proper healer for defending the second objective is probably a better decision. So fair play to him for that point. Yay! 5-player kill streak. Oh, here we go. So he's doing that. So, oh no, there we go. Let's take him out. So again, making sure that my back is covered before we go anywhere with this.
No one can hide.
I usually try and take out the healers if I can. With that, if it's possible, because they're the ones that cause trouble. I'm not sure if they actually have a healer on their team, thinking about it. They must have. But, I don't know, I don't remember seeing one. I think they probably would have done better if they had a healer. Maybe they do, I don't know, I don't remember. I don't remember seeing one. The 2 tanks works quite nicely for them. This was a bad choice. This was a bad choice. Let's get out of there.
Much better.
Okay. Just checking behind me just to make sure I'm not followed. Oh, they did have a healer in the form of Lucio. Ah, 7-player kill streak. That's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, so we do have a Symmetra as well. We have a Symmetra and a Lucio. So the guy that was playing as Symmetra didn't change. Somebody else changed. Okay.
Soldier 76 reporting.
I mean, the turrets are always pretty useful with Symmetra, but I just think that, you know, her ultimate isn't all that great when you're at this point. Because, look, I mean, it doesn't take long to get back to this point. And we're managing to hold them off pretty well, so... I'm not quite sure what happened there. Oh! Oh, sniper again. That's why our mate ice blocks. Okay, well, never mind.
Back for more.
At the end of the day, I'm not worried about a kill-death ratio. I'm not worried about, you know, whether I get the highest kill streak. I just want to win because you get more points for winning than you do for losing. So that's, well, more experience anyway for winning.
Oh, that's a good feeling.
More interested in winning games than having the most kills. Oh, that's not good. Okay, nice heal there from Lucio.
Freeze! Don't move.
Oh, they're just gonna... Oh, no. Oh, okay, that's gone. Take out Lucio then. If you can take out that healer, then that really helps. Like, focusing healers. Focusing healers is like the best thing you can do as a damage dealing class. No, Winston, no. There we go. Got rid of him. It gets really, really intense in this point because we're desperately trying to stop them from pushing any further, and they're desperately trying to. I'm not sure if I actually hit anyone with that explosive trap, but whatever. But yeah, it's they're desperately trying to push. I managed to squeeze around behind them without them really noticing, which is a bit weird. So like, I managed to take them, like, a whole bunch of them out. I got a double kill there. That was nice. Like, I don't quite understand how I managed to get away with that, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Quite happy to take that. Let's put another trap up there in case anyone comes around the corner. And because I've got that trap behind me, I feel like I'm fairly safe here. Oh, let's get the Lucio again. Here we go. Got the Lucio again. So now this Winston is on his own. That Soldier 76 just seems to have like a constant flow of his ultimate there. I'm not quite sure how he manages to do that, but he does. So, I mean, fair play.
If at first you don't succeed,
It's very difficult to kind of like avoid that though, if you're kind of out in the open when it happens.
Tactical visor activated.
So we've managed to push the payload back again from where it was, which is good. And I'm not quite sure how we managed to do that, but because they seem to be just on us all the time, and it does say it does get like a real kind of cluster here, just desperately trying to push them back, and they're desperately trying to push forward. The timer's running out, and we're getting into overtime, and it doesn't matter because I think we killed them all, so they'd have to run all the way back. So it would have made sense if one of them had had a Symmetra, because then they could have teleported and would have got there quicker. But they didn't. So I thought I might have got play of the game with that like double kill towards the end, but apparently not. Apparently Reinhardt charging into the side of the payload was better. I got one kill there and a kill there, and that was it. So I'm not quite sure why that got play of the game, but it did. So in fact, a lot of the time I don't know why things got play of the game, but they do. Especially if it's Torbjorn and he's dead and he's just running back to his turret and he's getting all these kills. It's like, okay, good. So there you go, that's some Junkrat gameplay. I hope you've enjoyed that. Stay tuned, there's going to be some more gameplay coming up very soon. Thank you very much for watching, I'll see you later.